Hey guys, it's me, Lotta. This is my first video by myself, so I'm a little bit nervous. So if it's awkward, I apologize about that. And as always, I'm going to start out with a toast. Keep it simple with some agua. And I'm going to toast to you guys because I love you. Friends, family, happiness, all that good stuff. So I was really compelled to do a a video about the rules of a date. There are some basic things that really should happen, and then there are some things that are absolutely absurd and should never happen, and they fall in the absolutely not category of foreverness, basically. Um, if you are going to ask someone on a date, you should definitely plan a date. Picking somebody up for a date and asking them what they feel like doing, my response is going to be, I feel like listening to you tell me what we're going to do since you asked me on a date. That seems pretty simple. Trying to invite yourself to someone's home on a first date, that's ridiculous. People don't want you to come into their house where they feel comfortable and safe and relaxed, and that's where they lay their head and that's where they live their life. What if you're crazy? They don't know that. This is what this is about. This is taking the time to get to know you. You can't just invite yourself to somebody's house, let me come cook for you. No, what you mean is, let me find out your address so in case I feel like bothering you, I can whenever I want to because I know where you live. It's weird. Don't do it. Unless that's the relationship that you have with the other person and they're okay with it, fine. But as a general thing, we don't even really see it. Women don't really see it, honestly, as a date. You're just coming over to my house, and I live here. I'm here all the time. I'm here, in fact, every day. So I'm really not on a date. I'm at home. Probably catering to you because you're in my home and I'm going to be a good guest. It's not a date. I'm done. Blah. The other thing is try to be on time. I mean, things happen. I know you meet up after work, you run into traffic, whatever. There's emergencies. I totally get it. That makes perfect sense. But just being super late, 45 minutes, an hour, no call, no text. In this age of technology, you can literally pick your phone up, speak into it that I'm going to be late, tell it who to send to, and you never even have to touch a button. It does it on its own. Can't call? It's rude. Don't do it. That's absolutely not, in my opinion. On a date, be communicative. If you're on a date with someone and you're not talking and the other person's carrying the conversation, it's like this. That was ineffective. I mean, that was pointless. It was 3-4 seconds of silence. I wasn't saying nothing. You wasn't saying nothing. It went nowhere. You got bored. I got bored. I mean, come on, knock it off. Don't go on a date with someone if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You're not single. You shouldn't be actively dating while you're in a relationship. Not really fair to the person that you're on a date with. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense at all whatsoever. Right? Am I right? Okay. If you're on a date with somebody and you're here with it, it's rude. You on your phone, they're on a date. Thanks for nothing. Could have done this at home. Like, it's rude. Just don't do it. Put your phone down, put it away, and be on the date. Get to know the other person, spend some time talking to them. Don't be rude and insulting. And if you are on a date with someone and you're finding that you're not vibing and you're not really liking the other person, there's really no point in just turning and being, rude and ridiculous. Just, wrap things up kind of early and thank the person for their company and then move on with it. And if you're not going to call them again, don't call them again. That's fine. But don't be on the date being rude. That's crazy. People don't have any manners anymore. That didn't happen to me, but it did happen to somebody I recently spoke to. And I could not believe how rude this person was to them while they were on a date. That's crazy. I guess they just decided that she didn't like him, so she was going to be rude. That's rude. Don't do that. The other thing is, If you're on a date with someone and they have not expressed that they would like to sleep with you, please don't assume that they're going to sleep with you, because you're going to make an ass out of yourself. Pretty much how that's going to go. And the other thing is that along those same lines, you can't just assume at the end of a date that somebody wants to kiss you. And if they do want to kiss you, if you kiss somebody and your teeth go in their nose, you're doing a lot. You shouldn't eat somebody's face when you go to kiss them. And if they haven't invited you to stick your tongue down their throat, nobody likes that any darn way. But don't just assume somebody wants your tongue in their mouth. Don't knock it off. I mean, give them a kiss, a peck, or whatever. Fill it out. See what they're comfortable with. But don't just assume. That is crazy, because you're going to end up getting yourself embarrassed. And then if somebody feels at the end of the day, like if you're driving them back to wherever you met or whatever the case might be, and they feel like it's actually the second location and they should get on the line with Detective Benson and Stabler and let the SVU know to look out for them, you've made that person uncomfortable with your assumptions, and you're wilding out and just being crazy. And don't talk about your ex while you're on a date. They're your ex. You're on a date because you want to get to know somebody new and maybe be in a relationship with this new person. You're hoping that it goes well so you can hang out with them again and maybe things progress. But if you're on a date constantly talking about your ex, it's a turnoff. It's ridiculous. Nobody want to hear about it. It didn't work out. Y'all not together anymore anyway. So why are we talking about him? Okay, people want to know your story and the whole thing like that, but stick to the basics. Keep it vague. It didn't work out. Things were kind of crazy and hectic. We moved on. Boom. That's it. They shouldn't feel like they know your ex intimately by the end of your date. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. Knock it off. Don't do it. Stop it. So I just wanted to cover those few things because I'm not a big dater. As you guys know how I feel about dating. It sucks. But if you decide to entertain a date or go out with somebody, it's the end of the date. They shouldn't be like this. This is why I don't do this. This is why I don't do this. Keep it cool. Get your dating situation right. Keep your manners up. Learn some etiquette. Use the etiquette. What your mom and them taught you. Keep it cool, kids. I love you.